Hello and welcome to a World of Tanks video with me in it. Today we are back in the T95, and you might be thinking, well, that's going to be a bit rubbish, it's going to be a bit slow and unexciting. I will give you that it will be slow. It cannot be anything other than slow due to the fact I'm driving the T95. However, this game definitely shows off some of the strengths of the tank, perhaps in a more effective way than some of the other videos that I did on this tank. So we're on the Siegfried line, which is historically where this tank was meant to be. We're obviously on the wrong side of the Siegfried line this tank was meant to be on, but you know, it's close. So, at the moment I am manoeuvring myself through the middle of the map. I'm just trying to get a good line of sight down that road into the hill because none of my team are. If you look to the south, we've got a big group of tanks down there. We've got two heavies, we've got a medium, and we've got a light, not counting the light over in the field on the far south flank. So I'm going to go and fill the gap on that diagonal road, which is normally, to be honest, quite a busy place for the defending team. Unfortunately, I'm going to get myself tracked. I'm going to burn my repair kit, and I'm going to get myself in a better angled position to deal with this road, to force them to basically not come down here unless they want to take damage. Now the CDC decides, maybe I'll play peekaboo against the T95. I heartily recommend not doing that. Try not to approach this tank from the front, because this happens. That is half his health gone. I've accidentally swapped shells there, and because this tank takes so long to reload, I've just kind of gone with it. Now, I'm hoping he's going to make the same mistake again. If he's a driver worth his salt, he won't come back round. Fortunately, he's better than I give him credit for, and he does actually move along with the rest of the tanks as they search for another place to break through. So I've done my job on this corner, I've put them off. But that means that if I don't move now, I'm going to be a sitting duck for the rest of the game. So I'm going to do something that's fairly risky, to be honest. I'm going to get myself tracked again. But again, I'm not in a big problem. I'm not in a troublesome area here. They've all moved on. He could have stayed there and farmed a bit more damage on me because my gun arc doesn't fully get to that corner. But he didn't, which allows me to do this. Now, it's worth pointing out that this is not risk-free. If you look at the map, there are still some people to the south. But I was thinking again, I need to make as big a distraction as I can. I need to turn as many guns as I can towards me. Failing that, I just need to farm some damage. So there we go, the AMX CDC does die to me. The Type 4 Heavy just doesn't even acknowledge me. And although he is a big armoured target, much like myself, my gun versus his rear armour, sorry, it's no contest. That's a huge amount of damage that he could have not lost. If he'd have turned to face me, would have been fine. Now we end up with a slightly awkward situation here. We get another TD come out in a moment, and it's a bit tricky to get everyone's guns pointing the right way. There's a lot of sort of knocking and jostling. Now we've taken down the M103 as well. That's the second kill of the game. Here we go. Here's the Object 704. He's going to pop himself right in front of me just as I've reloaded, which is a little bit of an issue. We've got the IS behind us as well. Sorry, the IS3 behind us as well, in front of me, behind him. I take a shot that I should have aimed, didn't. So now I'm going to face hug this guy to try and make sure that he can't get as many shots onto my team as possible. I'm trying to abuse the fact that I am a big armoured lump, trying to protect as many people as I can. Gonna reload. He's gonna go away, and that's kill number 3. So I'm gonna have to try and move all of these tanks off of me. I feel like I'm covered in the corpses of both my friends and my enemies. This is a slow task at the best of times, even slower when your top speed is 13 kilometers an hour. So I'm going to continue my flank around. I've never ever thought of the T95 as a flanking vehicle, and yet here I am having flanked in a T95. It's possible, people. Next up I'll be getting Scout in the T95. It will, mark my words, it'll happen one day maybe. Aimed shot, didn't wait for the bloom long enough, so I ended up with a track on the Tiger 2. Better than nothing, I suppose. I've stopped his advance. At this point though, with 12-7, chances are we've got this one in the bag. Never take that as a definite though. Things can always change. People can make silly decisions. Equally, people can make amazing plays. It's, you know, just never assume that something is done just because you've got more left than they do. It can always change. Obviously, the likelihood is it won't, but just don't stop playing well just because. And fortunately, there's only one tank left. He's behind me. It's the Centurion 7-1. I do nothing to him. He does die though. There we go. And there you go. Proof that you can flank in a T95. If you enjoyed the video, pop a like down there. If you want to see some more, hit the red subscribe button thing. Thanks for watching, and I'll hopefully see you again.